Hey y'all, it's M, and this is another Korean film review. This is for Moui or Moui, The Legend of a Portrait. Hope you enjoy this review. This Korean thriller is set in Vietnam and all about a Vietnamese um, urban legend or ghost story. Uh, the film was directed by Kim Tae-kyung and it was released in 2007. The main cast, we have Jo An as Yoon-hye, a Korean author that is struggling with writing her next book, and Cha Yi-ryun, I think, sorry, as So-yoon, a Korean woman that is living in Vietnam and has been living in Vietnam for the past 3 years. Here is a basic plot outline. Yoon-hye is an author that wrote a semi-autobiography about her friends and called Secrets and Lies, and it was published 3 years ago. In the book, she portrays her older friend So-yoon as a slut, a bitch, not a nice person at all. Before the book was released, So-yoon had moved to Vietnam. So Yoon-hye has not released a book her since her first story, and her editor and agent is pushing her to write a new story, and she's just having writer's block. Just as this is happening, So-yoon contacts Yoon-hye with a new story idea, and she tells Yoon-hye about this Vietnamese ghost called Moui. Anyway, Yoon-hye's friends are concerned about how So-yoon will react to her because of the betrayal in Yoon-hye's first book. But Yoon-hye is sure that So-yoon didn't even read the book since she was in Vietnam at the time and didn't, get a copy of the book. Yoon-hye decides to, not listen to her friends at all, and she goes to Vietnam to check out the story of Moui. When she sees her old friend looks completely different. She doesn't even recognize So-yoon at all. As the girls travel around the country, they learn the tragic tale of forbidden love and jealousy. Moui was a beautiful poor village girl who fell in love with a painter. The painter already had a fiance, a angry, jealous, wealthy woman. He paints a portrait of Moui, and his angered, jealous fiance assaults the poor girl. And the assault is bad. It's with acid, and she breaks Mui's legs, and it's just really cruel torture. Moui decides to commit suicide to become a vengeful spirit, and that vengeful spirit possesses the portrait that her lover painted. Buddhist monks seal the portrait with a blessed, pin, like, like a little pin you stick in things. And legend has it that if a person who has been betrayed removes that pin, Moui or Moui, I'm sorry, I keep on messing up her name, she will take revenge for the person who removed the pin. That's all the plotline I'm going to talk about because I don't want to give you any more spoilers. So, as for my actual review, uh, this movie is about betrayal, jealousy, and revenge. Honestly, for a horror film or thriller, it wasn't scary at all, and it was kind of boring. The biggest problem was definitely the pacing of the story because there would be like some creepy moments and then long periods of the girls just traveling through the Vietnamese countryside, and we didn't get any I mean, we got some exposition, but like it wasn't scary or creepy at all. I mean, there were some creepy parts, but nothing super scary or anything like that. I know that this movie was, released in 2007, so the graphics weren't that amazing. I actually figured out the whole big plot twist the moment that the legend of the curse was explained, which, um, if you, I mean, it's once you hear that the legend, is about that a betrayed person can call upon the spirit of the portrait to take revenge, I mean, you kind of can understand what's going on. Um, Honestly, I give this movie a 2 out of 10 stars because it was supposed to be a scary movie and it wasn't. And like I said, it was released in 2007, so it wasn't, you know, the graphics aren't that amazing. So the movie's over 10 years old now. This film was considered the first horror film to be made in Vietnam. Expectations were high, but the country was disappointed. It was actually the first film in Vietnam to be released with an age restriction. Anyway, if you want to check it out, because the reason why I even watched this was because I thought the story was kind of interesting. Like, there's this woman who was a painted, and now her portrait's haunted. But it was just, like, I hate to say that it was boring, but it was. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this review. I'm putting a link to the to where you can watch the movie on DramaFever in the description. Anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my social medias. Links are down below. Especially follow that Twitter. Bye, y'all.